Here's what I'm trying to say. It's all about reallocation. Okay, so you have, let's say, 20 bucks, right? You can choose to go to a restaurant. You can go choose to have drinks or go have, coffee and go out and spend your money at a restaurant or whatever. You can choose to allocate your $20 in that direction, or you could reallocate that $20 and use it for something better as far as a healthier choice. Okay, you could go to the store and buy 20 pounds worth of spinach, or 20 pounds, $20 worth of spinach. You can use it, go buy a 20-pound dumbbell. You could, where's it at? It's way over there. You could buy those fitness balls, those big fitness balls, and so you could do exercises on them or whatever, right? Get my point? So it's all about how you allocate your money, because we're gonna spend money. Instead of, going to a restaurant, that $18, $20, $25, $30, $40, who knows, right? Depending on where you're going, boom, just save that 2 or 3 times, 4 times, boom, I got some new shoes. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. I'd rather have the shoes, which last a lot longer, than the meal that you eat up in 10 minutes. Get my point? So that's me, that's my value system. So I'm saying that once you value something, you're going to put your money in that direction. I value shoes more than restaurant food. So even though, this is bomb, you should go to this restaurant. Okay, that's cool, but I don't want to put my money over there. I want to put my money in some new shoes. You know what I'm saying? That's my value system. So we do that with our fitness. Instead of putting our money in the junk food or the whatever, our weakness food, instead of putting our money there, we put our money in our fitness. One of the main objections is, I can't afford it right now. But you can. You're just using that money for other things. And the other things are the actual things that are keeping you unhappy with your fitness. It's the food. That's one of the most biggest parts. It's the food that's your problem. And I'm sorry if I come off very direct. I've been doing this for years. I know the facts. Okay, I've lived it with my own life, my own body. I've trained so many clients. I know what the issues are. Okay, and I wish I was a very more lovable person and nice and sweet and talked with a beautiful voice. Okay, but I'm just very direct. Okay, so forgive me if I come off very direct. But I'm earnest. I'm honest. I'm sincere. Because so many clients, I was training them. I remember back at LA Fitness when I was working there, and I was training clients, and a couple of people were like, Mike, I was dropping weight, and then all of a sudden I stopped dropping weight, and I'm like, okay, we were working out, you started to build some muscle, and the muscle was eating up the fat, and then what happened? You stopped dropping weight. Why? Are you still eating what I told you not to eat? Well, I got to have noodles. No, you don't got to have noodles. No, you don't. I told you to stop eating the noodles months ago. I told you to stay away from this and stay away from that, and you're still, how often are you drinking when you go out? Well, I gotta go out with the fellas, I gotta, they expect me to go hang out with them. Okay, but do you have to drink, all this alcohol, the sugary drinks and, whatever, sodas and stuff when you eat a burger? Do you have to have a soda? You know what I'm saying? Do you have to have a burger? Do you have to have the fries? Do you have to do that stuff? Because doing that stuff is keeping you unhappy with your goals. It's keeping you further away from your fitness goals. And we're doing all the workouts and you're sweating and you're sore and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so intense. Thanks for the workout, Mike. But then you don't go when I'm not in your presence. You don't stick to the plan. And what you're not sticking to, the part of the plan you're not sticking to, is the food part of it. And you're not just consuming the food and keeping your body from reaching your goals, but you're consuming the food and giving your not just giving away your fitness goals in trade-off, but you're also giving them money. You're giving money to the food, whatever, the restaurants or the food that you should not be having. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your value system. And what we value, we put our money toward, right? That's the scripture that says, where your treasure is, you'll find your heart, right? Where your heart is, that's where you put your money down, okay? What you truly value is where you put your money. So if you value your tongue in your mouth and you love sweet foods or tasty foods, and you'll go to a restaurant to have some yummy something, okay? You value your mouth so much, but then your body is overweight, your body is out of shape, and you're not happy with the rolls that you're seeing on your body. You're happy with the rolls that you eat, the buttery rolls that you eat, but you don't like when the rolls show up on your body. That's right. So we have to find a way to get you to be like, okay, enough is enough. Instead of eating the rolls and buying the rolls, I'm gonna put that money toward this. Instead of doing this, I'm gonna put my energy toward this. I'm gonna put my actions toward this. Instead of doing this, I'm going to do this. And it's a transaction. It's a trade-off. Okay, you get my point, right? So I hope this helps you. I hope this motivates you and encourages you. You can do it. You have the time. Think about this. Last little example. For those of you who are believers, or even people who aren't believers, do fasting, right, for various reasons. So when you fast, you realize how much time you actually have. Because when I'm cooking something, I'm like, doggone, this takes forever. Like just boiled eggs. I'm like, you have boiled eggs for like 14 minutes, 15 minutes, right? Like you have to actually not sit there, you could do other things. But my point is you gotta wait for food, okay? I was cooking some fish, and I'm like, come on. What else? I was cooking something the other day. And I forgot what it was, but it was taking forever. So, but when you're fasting, you realize, oh my gosh, let's say you're at work and you take a lunch break, but you're fasting. So I got all this free time, right? My point for saying that is eating takes time, right? So whether you're cooking it or whether you're sitting at a restaurant waiting for it, right? Eating takes time. So when people say, oh, I don't have the time for that, I don't have the time. Well, then stop eating, because you realize eating takes up a lot of time. So if you stop eating, you realize you have the time. And I only say that to say our objections to things, they're baloney, they're hogwash, okay? We have the time. We're just spending it in other ways, ways that are actually detrimental and ways that are actually stopping us from our fitness goals. We're spending it doing this, you know what I'm saying? Doing other things when we could be spending our time reaching our fitness goals. Instead of going out to eat on a Friday night, why are you not at the gym? If you're serious, you know what I'm saying? If you're serious about your fitness goals, instead of going out to have drinks, which is you're spending money, you're spending time, and you're putting in calories, 3 things that you could be at the gym, working out those calories, burning off fat, you know what I'm saying, working on your body. You know what I'm saying? Get my point? I think you get my point, so I don't need to go off with a billion examples. All right, so that's my point. It's all about what we value, and so therefore what we value, we will allocate our time, money, and energy into what we value. And sometimes we're having a identity crisis in a way, because we want something and we want to be this person in shape or whatever, but yet our habits are getting in our way. Our spending habits, our eating habits, our hanging out habits, whatever, they're getting in our way of our fitness goals. So that's why you have people like me, fitness professionals, coaches, who come alongside and be like, look, this is where you need to make change. This is where you need to make change. And that's what a coach does. You look at a basketball coach, okay, hey, next time, instead of, going left, take them to the right and then dish out to the corner, right? So a coach could see things and make adjustments. and be like, okay, I saw you doing this. Now next time, let's go this way. Let's do this, right? And to help you with your success. So when I come alongside you, I'm gonna say, okay, I see how you're putting, you're going out every Friday and you go to this restaurant or whatever, or you spend this much money. Okay, what if we did this? What if we adjusted that? I see that this is your habits, this is your lifestyles. Okay, how about we make an adjustment right here, right here, right here, tweak this, tweak that, and then we'll get you closer to your fitness goals. Okay, so there are objections for everything. But again, if you're truly serious about seeing the realization come to pass of a new body for yourself, meaning you're going to have the body that you should have, not overweight, not out of shape. And again, we might be in different places of our race, you might be in last place, I might be in last place, and you're ahead of me, but no one has won yet. Okay, we're all on our path to our fitness journey. And if someone looks better than you, that you think looks better, trust me, they still feel like they're in last place as far as their body and their fitness goals. So you can look at a guy like, oh my gosh, he's ripped, this and this and that. And he probably looks in the mirror like that movie White Chicks, where the girl, she's not that overweight. She's what you would call skinny fat or whatever, right? Like she's not overweight by any means, but yet she's like, look, this roll, and she's like, self-hating or whatever you call that, right? And it's funny because that's how we are, though. Someone's like, oh, you're so pretty. Oh, thank you. But the girl really goes in the mirror like, oh, look at this, look at this. And we can point out all our flaws, right? Our own flaws. So I'm saying, just because someone else looks like, oh, they look amazing. Girl, you look, whoo, child, like, what do you do? But she looks in the mirror like, and she's dissatisfied with her own self. So we're all on the same boat. We're all not there yet. We all have not arrived yet. We're all on our way to our journey. So we're all in the same struggle is what I'm trying to say. So don't worry if someone might seem like they're more ahead of you in their fitness journey. Like, oh my gosh, they look amazing. Okay, good for them, happy for them, great. But that shouldn't stop you from trying. I guess that's my point. It shouldn't stop you from being like, oh man, I'm never gonna look like that. They look so great. Like, don't even worry about them. Let it inspire you, fine. But you're on your journey, and we're all on a journey together. Okay? That's my point. We're all on a journey together. A guy who's, way buffer than me, and he's at 200 pounds or 210, just all pure muscle. Like, I wish, right? I wish, probably never will get to 200, okay? But I wish I could get there, right? All pure muscle. But he's probably looking at 210. He's probably looking at 220. Like, he wants to get there, and he can't. So he feels like, man, I can't bulk up to 220 naturally. Get my point? All right, so that's it. You know what it is. All right, peace out. One love. This ain't Luke.